So this week at Aquatour, we're back on the boat rebuild project. Time is moving on and we've got a lot to get done before the boating season starts here in North Wales. This is the start of a long process to get this boat exactly how we want it.
So first things first, we're going to start the sort of demolition stage of a boat. We're going to rip everything off which we're going to replace, repair or do stuff with. One part's this rubbing strike here. As you can see, the glue has failed up to like about here, but me being a bit excited and started pulling and see what would happen, and it's just sort of falling off, you know, without much. He says that, and then you get to this bit and then it's straight again. So we're going to pull all this off, then we're going to have to sand. Give you a little zoom in there. You'll have to sand all this glue off here. It's going to take a lot of time. I've looked at a few options, so we might. I don't really want to reuse this because it's a bit tired and it'd look a bit better in a different colour. So I'm just speaking to some suppliers at the moment, just trying to get hold of some Hyperlon fabric and some rubbing strake. But if you know any suppliers or anyone who can do us a good deal on it, because this stuff's mad expensive, drop a comment below and hopefully we can find some at a reasonable price. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to rip all of this off, start wrapping all these other patches and tubes. If you look up here, there's a lot of sort of patches. We pulled one off there yesterday. That's going to be the job for the day, is start the prep work for the tubes. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of fun. What I'm doing at the moment, trying to get rid of these patches, so I can redo the whole tubes. It's just being a little bit stubborn. Problem I'm having, getting it hot, the heat gun, and then my fingers are burning because I'm trying to touch it. So I'm trying to find an easy way to do it. Bloody nightmare. Hot. Being lost the camera. That was a good run. And that. Oh, that was hot. I bought my welder here yesterday, so I bought my welding gloves as well. So they'll either work or they won't. But I'm willing to give it a try if it stops me burning my digits. Problem is, it's hard to get grip on them because they're so like big and fluffy. It's quite difficult to actually get your digits in to grip something. But like they ain't working. Give it up on that idea. It's going to be a long day. What he burnt me on, look. That hurts a lot. If I can get this first patch off, I might go and make myself some gloves. Because I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 11 to do. Send help. Sometimes when I take on things like this, I think, what am I doing? Like, of all the things you could be doing on a Saturday, weirdly I get excited about getting to come to the yard, go and get my heat gun out, burn myself, struggle all day. But it's all part of the fun. It's all part of the great result. What else would I be doing? Burning my hand on the first one's really not good because that actually really hurts. If anyone's got any better ideas on how to do this, let me know. Shoot. I said shoot. Oh, it's coming. Thank God for that. Only 11 more to go. That's all the glue and residue and stuff it leaves behind. So the plan is to take all of these off. Then we're going to have to sand the whole boat flat and prep it all ready for the new stuff to go on. It's quite a lot of work. It's actually more work than I was anticipating on the tubes. I think we could have just patched them, but it looked a bit messy. I'd rather do go over the top really and do a really nice job of it. Make it a bit different as well. We've got laser cutters and stuff like that, so we can do some cool designs and stuff in it as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a long day. Right, we found some new techers. Trick is to get it hot, like proper hot. I don't know if you can hear me actually, because this heat gun's quite loud. I don't know how good the audio is on the camera. But the new techers, to get it hot, a pair of pliers so I don't burn my digits. And then pull. Move down a bit. Pull. That seems to be much better than just trying to scrape it. Don't need to go to the gym for a week after this. Month of arm day coming one day. Yeah, definitely works better than the other way. By the time I've done like 6 of them, hopefully I'll find like a really fast, easy way. Well, there's got to be easier ways than, or is there? I don't know. That was a good one. Whoa, there's another one. Oh, we're getting there. So, we're getting there. Pulled all these little row pilot things off. 1 patch, 2 patch, 3 patch, 4 patch, 5 patch. Gonna pull this cleat off now. And then I'm gonna weigh up what we're gonna do at this front end here. I don't wanna keep pulling on this strip because it ends here and there's quite a nice angle for it to follow up there where I could rejoin a new one. So, don't know, wait for some bits to turn up, order some bits more like, and weigh up the options. But yeah, getting there. So yeah, I've just pulled this last cleat off now. Like I say, we're not quite sure what we're going to do at this end. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. So my next job, I want to mark up the tubes about 400mm and then masking tape it to give me an area to prep. I'm not quite sure how far over the tubes I want to go yet. So it depends. I've ordered some material because it's brand new second hand that's been sent back to the supplier. So yeah, and then see how far that'll go and I can make a decision on what I actually need to order. The problem is the tubes are pretty tight, but it's a lot of money. It's about £10,000 to get them replaced. I can't justify that at the moment. It'd be nice to see the boat working, and then when the boat has worked hard for it, I think it'd be good to treat it to a new set of tubes. For the moment, I'm just trying to look at viability and practicality to make it work for this season at least, or next season even. Then we can look at spending a bit more money on the boat. But yeah, and the beauty of it is, by doing it myself, we can do a nice job of it. We can do it how we want it. We can add a few little of our own touches in, turn it into our own boat, and it'd be nice because there's a lot of wear on these tubes where there's foot traffic over, or day in day out people get into the seats. So I think by double reinforcing it as well, I don't think we'll be doing any harm. So yeah, my next step, I want to mark it all up, which I'll do in a minute, and start sanding. So what I'm doing, well, what I'm doing now is trying to find the end of the masking tape. There it is. We're going to take the line that I've just drawn in, just so we can get some sort of indication of how far over the tubes we need to go. Bought that cheap hardware store masking tape, which as we all know is absolutely brilliantly rubbish. Absolutely brilliantly rubbish. It sticks if you can get it off the roll straight. That's where I was thinking of going, because this side of the tube isn't bad. And then what I might do is put another strip down here. I'm not sure yet. So I need to clean it all up and weigh up the option. Wow, that line's like as far from straight as it ever could be. Brilliant. But it gives me an idea for a minute. Just the prep work. Big job. Big job, but it's all fun. Right, so I'm starting to sand the tubes down. I need to get all the old glue and stuff off, ready for the new patches and all the new work that's getting on. I've pretty much done that one, but as you can see it's quite rough, and I'm using this weird sort of fibre disc on the grinder because it just whizzes the glue straight off. But then I've got my little DA down there, that I will I'll go over it all afterwards. So yeah, again, it's all going to take some time. It's all going to take a bit of time, but it's a bit of fun. Probably a bit of a heavy tool for the job, but it works. Works really well, that. Gets the majority of the glue off that this sort of struggles to, and it's faster. Coming like it's going flat, so I think if I use that of a grinder to get the main bit of the glue off, I can then go around with the DA around the whole boat and just flatten it all off to a dull sort of colour. I don't know. I should probably bring a professional. Right, it's one side pretty much done. All the patches off, all the glue sanded. Been a bit of a mission. I think the time now is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it took me pretty much all day to do it. But yeah, we're winning, we're winning. So I took all the rubber bits off, took everything off, I've sanded it flat. I'm not sure how much it needs to be sanded. So my mate who used to work for a rib repair company is going to come and have a look at some stage, hopefully. And he can tell me what else I need to do. So the plan is, I'm thinking to patch basically to where I've taken the line there, right round to the rubbing streak line here. It'll double up, it'll act as a wear patch, it'll act reinforcement for when it's coming alongside, people stepping on and off and stuff like that. It'll help protect it from the sun. I'm guessing this boat's always been left with a cover off, hence all the sun damage and why it's all falling, all sort of perished. So we'll make a nice cover for it when it's done. But yeah, so the next phase really, just need to find out how much extra prep work I need to do before it goes on. I thought it'd take a long time. To be fair, I've done it a lot quicker than I thought I'd do it. Yeah, winning slowly. Right, so it's time to start on the other side now. This side's a bit more difficult because the way it is on the trailer, it's leant over slightly. So I've had to make like a little makeshift workbench so I can stand on, because being a little and itty bitty, it's a bit more difficult to reach this side. But yeah, that sounds ish. Yeah, be it's the same again. Take all these patches off, all these rubber grommets with the rope through, take all them off. This side's not too bad, to be fair, but it still needs a bit of going over. So yeah, get cracking with this side. Right, so it's about 4 PM. I'm pretty much packing up for the day in a minute. But we've finished this side off as well. Not finished it, but we've got all the pads and stuff off and sanded them. So just need to sand the tubes now. Been thinking what to do with the insides because they're not that bad. So I've just tried this little test piece here with some 800 grit wet and dry. And it comes up really nice. So I think on all the good bits we're just going to clean them up and polish them. Anything like the end cones there, the inside of the tubes. So where I've taped that line there, I think all down here we'll just polish up nicely. Have a big wear patch along here, and then polish that up nicely, which will look quite cool. So yeah, crack on tomorrow. Right then, it's Sunday. Not long got here, to be honest. It's about 9:30 now. A nice walk this morning, walked from home to the yard, so that was quite nice. So already started ripping all the seats off. Bad enough for tube work for today. I'm waiting for some bits to turn up so we can sort of progress with that. So yeah, rip the seats, rip everything off, get the deck clear, get the deck ready for the decking. So there's quite a lot of work to do there. So yeah, I've ripped all the seats off. To be fair, the wood was that rotten that they literally fell off. Most of the screws are still in, so once the console's off, the actual seat base is off, we'll sort all them out. These weren't held in by much, just a load of screws up the rail there, so they're pretty loose now. Just got to take that one off and try and lift it from up here down there. So that'll be fun. Jump down without dying. As far as these go, I think they're all pretty rotten, especially these bases. They're absolutely soaked through, so I can't quite tell what that is. It looks like some sort of MDF, but I don't know, weird. But we're going to be redoing all them anyway. Did a little test patch here yesterday, where I sort of wet and dry sanded the tube just to see if we can restore the colour back, and it's just gone. It's quite nice there. But again, we're still going to put a big wear patch right the way down here, for where the foot traffic and where the boat's coming alongside. So yeah, we're winning. It's not bad. We've only been at it 2 days. I thought this would be like a massive project, but absolutely smashing it out at the moment, which is good. So get these seat bases off, get started on the deck, and then it's time to spend some money and bolt some new stuff on. So why didn't I just buy a boat? That was already done. Couple of reasons actually. One, cost. Buying a boat that's had all this work already done. Wow, this is heavy. That was heavier than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, buying a boat that was already done would be a lot more money to start with. Another reason is I won't be able to do what I want with it. It'd be how someone else has designed it, how someone else wants it. So I quite like that side of things. It's quite fun. Oh, I'm out of breath now. That was proper heavy. As much as I probably whinge and moan about doing boat jobs, I must quite enjoy it, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it all the time. Saturday and we're in the yard. gonna get the boat off the trailer today. So in transport, whoever put the boat onto the trailer and then onto the low loader didn't do a very good job. As they've strapped it down, I don't know who to blame, but as they've strapped it down, some of the bolts on the trailer have actually gone through the boat. So to repair them, we need to get the boat off the trailer. So we're going to do that today. But it's a bit of a pain. It'd be nice, you know, it's not my fault that it's happened. It was done in transport or loading it onto the trailer. But we don't know who did it, basically. So rather than moan and whinge, because we don't like to moan, we're just going to get the boat off the trailer, get it fixed ourselves, do it ourselves, and that's another thing off the list. Really busy week. I'm not sure if I mentioned the coding for the boat had to be, all the paperwork has to be in this week, so we can recode the boat because it missed the previous survey. Again, it's one of them things, it shouldn't have happened, but it did. So that's been a bit inconvenient. Also, work's been quite busy, ultimate cover stuff. So luckily now I've managed to put a good dent in it, so I can actually start putting a bit more time into this. So last weekend we made the decking for the boat. That'll be a separate video, which you may or may not have seen yet. I'm not sure if I posted it. In other news, I really need a haircut. My hair has gone absolutely wild, so try and get that done this weekend. Yeah, back on the boat. Deck's getting there now. We need, when the fiberglass man's here to do the hull, I want to ask him about this, on what we could do with this step before we lay the plastic decking, which is down there. Got a load of stuff arriving next week for the seats, the vinyl wrapping on them, and then we'll do all the cushions at the same time. I've ordered some plastic board for the seat cushions, rather than using wood again. Obviously it'll stop it falling to bits again. Got another camera, fitted that this morning. Obviously we've got the one at the front as well for security reasons. Hopefully, there's not really a need for them, but you never know what happens, so it's better to be safe than sorry. So that's it, the boat is off the trailer. Thanks to my dad, he came over this morning and helped. It's a little time lapse of that we did. So now with it being off the trailer, we can have a good look around everything that needs doing under the boat. So the hull's actually pretty clean. Got this big reinforcing patch down here, which is good if we're ever going to start landing on beaches and stuff. There's a few little scrapes and things like that which will stand out over time. Overall it's pretty good. That's one of the chips where someone on the transport side of things did, which is a bit of a pain. This is the worst one. Like, it doesn't look that bad, but it looks like it's, you know, it's probably 8-10 mil deep there, into the chine. So it's repairable. It's just a bit of a pain. It's not something I really wanted to see, but it is what it is. But otherwise, the hull is quite good. Again, we're going to clean it off. Not decided what we're going to do about anti-fouling yet, or whether we're going to try and get a pod to keep it on. As you can tell, structural supports there, a couple of breeze blocks, bit of plywood, and a couple of RSJs there, or H-beams or I-beams, whatever you want to call them, no idea. But we've done things properly at the back. Got some proper little boat stands, yacht leg cradle boat stands, which will be good. Tubes, again, we've got all the bits now. Going for quite a cool colour, and we've got some ideas of things that we've laser cut for it, so as reinforcement patches. So all we need now is a bit of nice weather to do that, so hopefully in the next few days, few weeks maybe, we'll get that done. This is the trailer, as you can see, really strong, you know, proper Chinesium steel there, you know, comes with, yeah, so gonna have to do something about that. All that beam there needs doing, but to me it just looks like it unbolts there, so try and work out what to do with that. It is a yard trailer, there's no brakes or anything on it, which isn't a problem. It's just handy for obviously moving it around the yard. Everything else seems alright, bearings and that seem alright. Might turn it into a road trailer, because we can replace these bunks here and put rollers on. So we can have a bit of a think about that, price that up, or maybe even just buy a trailer if one comes up. But I don't really want to be buying anything at the moment, because this thing has cost me an absolute fortune up to now. But we're getting there,
Right guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you are enjoying this content and you're enjoying following our journey, please do hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel more than you think. Thank you.